Hi guys, it's Lucy and today I'm going to be doing the How I Read Books tag. This tag was created by someone, I forget who, so I will link them down below, and I was not tagged to do this, but I felt like doing it, so here I am. So let's just get into the questions. How do you find out about new books to read? Mostly BookTube nowadays. I honestly can't remember how I found out about new books before BookTube. I assume I just went to the library and picked out books, but I also did buy books before then, so I don't know how I knew. There was a little bit of book Tumblr kind of, I guess, but not really. But nowadays it's mostly BookTube. How did you get into reading? I've always been reading. I never really got into it. I've always been doing it. Ever since I learned how to read, I've always loved reading. I've always loved immersing myself in stories. There was no epiphany or anything for me. I was just always reading. How has your taste in books changed now that you've gotten older? So now I would say I'm reading less paranormal romance, and by less I mean almost none, and a lot less dystopian. When I was younger, the phases that came from the Hunger Games and Twilight, they spurred me on to read other books that were similar to them, and so I read a lot of paranormal romance around my Twilight phase, and I also was looking for a lot of dystopian books when I read the Hunger Games. I'm more inclined to pick up a dystopian book. So mostly, I'd say my reading has kind of stayed the same other than that. When I was younger, in high school and elementary school, I was reading a lot. Well, elementary school, not so much contemporary romance, but in high school I was reading a lot of contemporary romance and just regular YA contemporary, not necessarily romance. I'm still enjoying them. I still read a lot of them, but now I guess I've branched out some more because I have been reading more sci-fi, more fantasy. I don't think I ever really read fantasy when I was younger. The only fantasy series I can remember really enjoying would be Harry Potter, obviously. How often do you buy books? Nowadays, I buy books maybe once a month. It's usually my subscription boxes, although I'm kind of taking a break from them. But once a month at most. When I first started BookTube, it was multiple times a month. I don't even think I went as crazy as I've seen some other people get, when they first start BookTube, because there's just something about seeing everyone else have all these books. It wasn't necessarily a need for me to be oh my god, I have to be like them, but it was just there's so many books, I want them all. Yeah, but now I'm taking a step away from that because my wallet says to, and my bookshelf says to. I need another bookshelf, really bad. Speaking of BookTube, the next question is, how did you get into BookTubing? So one weekend, sometime in the beginning of 2015, I don't remember what I was doing on the internet. I was on YouTube and somehow I stumbled across, I feel like Catty-tastic was the first booktuber I came across. I can't be sure, I don't remember, but I do remember that I spent the whole night binge watching Catty-tastic's videos. So even if Cat wasn't the first one, she was the most important one of the ones I was watching. And I really loved her videos, and the recommended videos were also other people doing BookTube videos, and I realized that other people also made videos about books. At the time I was kind of thinking about starting a YouTube channel because I was really loving YouTube and I wanted to be part of it, but I didn't know how I could because joining the beauty community was not for me. Even though I liked watching their videos, I don't really wear makeup, I just wear lipstick most of the time, and that's now. Back then I was wearing almost nothing. Fashion, I don't own enough clothes, but books, I love to read. I already owned all the books, and I was this is the perfect community for me. So I filmed a video with my BookTube newbie tag. It's pretty cringy. I uploaded it, and thus LucieReads was born. How do you react when you don't like the end of a book? Well, whenever I finish a book, my immediate reaction is to go on Goodreads and review it or say something of my thoughts, and then I will go through the other reviews and look at the 3-star and below reviews and find other people who also didn't like it, and just read their reviews so I can commiserate with them in my head. And if I know someone who also read the book, I'll talk about it with them. But the first thing I'll do is read bad reviews on Goodreads. How often have you taken a sneaky look at the back page of a book in order to see if it's a happy ending? I literally never do that. I do not approve of doing that. That is sacrilegious. That is blasphemy. Do not skip ahead to the end of the book. What are you doing? My sister does that and I hate it. My most vivid memory of someone doing this is my sister, and she was reading Mockingjay, and I lent it to her because everyone needs to read The Hunger Games, obviously. And she was in the middle of it, and I see her reading it. I don't remember what I said, but it was something about Gale or Peeta or something like that, and I was you're gonna be so shocked by the end or something like that. It was something weird, I don't remember. But she was oh no, I already know what happens, and I'm what? Because, like, I make sure not to spoil anybody. She was like, yeah, I read the last chapter when I got it, when you gave it to me. And I was like, what? I almost took the book back. I was so mad. But yeah, I never do that. My sister says it's because there's too much stress, so she doesn't know how it ends. And I'm like, that's the point of reading the book. But anyway, so the answer to that question is never. And the last question is, how many people are you going to tag and who are they? So I don't know. I have not done any research into this video and seeing who has and who hasn't done this video. And this is a pretty old tag, so I'm not sure if I can find people who haven't done it. But if I do, I'll tag them in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any opinions about anything that I said in this video, please be sure to leave a comment down below. And let me know if you read the last pages of the book before you get to them, like early. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make more videos where I talk about books. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!